Hey guys, it's Ornlu, and as of like 20 minutes ago, the good folks at World's Edge have announced the next AoE2 expansion, Chronicles Alexander the Great. So indeed, it is the next Chronicles expansion. It is set in the ancient world, and they released a little trailer with it, and then I'll go through and detail the new stuff that is going to be in the game and what isn't going to be in it. So let's go ahead and watch their happy new little trailer.
Macedonians! Have you ever seen so grand an army? Hear the acclamation that you fought beside Alexander on the day of his greatest victory! Let undying glory be the victor's prize.
Indeed, October 14th. So that is in what? A little less than a month as the announcement. So, interesting stuff. We are getting the next Chronicles expansion. For those who don't know, they did just lay off a ton of people at Capture. My guess is that this expansion was already so far along that it is going to be finished up. Well, obviously, it's finished up now, but this is interesting. So, step into the sandals of history's greatest conqueror with the next chapter of the Chronicles saga. Chronicles Alexander the Great comes to Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition on October 14th for Steam, Microsoft Store, Xbox, and PS5. Embark on a sweeping, narrative-driven campaign that traces Alexander the Great's rise from a precocious youth to a world-shaking ruler. And you can pre-order it for a 15% off. So, again, created by Capture Age, the expansion introduces 3 new civs, the Macedonians, the Thracians, and the Peru, with an 18-scenario grand campaign brought to life through animated, stuff. Lots of stuff. Now, 18 scenarios is, I think, a little bit less... It's at least similar to what we got in the first grand campaign. So, included in this DLC, experience Alexander's legendary exploits from his bold teenage ambitions to his triumphant march across Persia, his audacious expedition to South Asia, and his dramatic return journey. Crafted with the well-known Chronicles narrative flair and meticulous historical authenticity, this expansion delivers an immersive campaign experience brimming with drama, strategy, and replayability. So, 18 scenarios, 16 as Alexander's Macedonian. So it's not like the first Chronicles, which was split pretty evenly between Achaemenids and Athenians and Spartans. This is like you're almost entirely playing as the Macedonians for Alexander's conquests, just with one unique scenario for the Thracians and the Peru. Same animated moving cutscenes, which were very nice. 3 new civilizations, so the disciplined Macedonians, the swift raiding Thracians, or the elephant riding Peru, and with 2 new architecture sets. So I guess one for the Thracians and one for the Peru, and the Macedonians would use the Greek one. Customizable campaign army. As you progress in the campaign, unlock 16 bonus units, including Achaemenid chariots and Peru elephants, and 4 bonus technologies that can be used in future scenarios. Unleash the full might of your expanding empire. So it seems here that you might have a greater degree of customization because you're playing so much with one civilization. I imagine the degree of customization that you can do throughout the campaign is going to be greater than what we saw in the first Chronicles. So that should be pretty interesting. It's probably mostly similar to the first Chronicles, which is fun. Okay, so I did see in the little intro trailer that they have overhauled the siege unit graphics. So I think you now have distinct rams and mangonels and whatnot. And then you got new music, the grand campaign. Already talked about this. And then the legendary civilizations. So we have the Macedonians with their super long spears. So use the long pikes of the phalangite infantry to pin an enemy in place, then crush them with the mighty companion cavalry. Then build fortified outposts to stage lightning assaults and move your units to the front lines faster. So this sounds like more aura effects, which is basically the trademark of the Chronicle civilizations. Thracians. Launch devastating raids with your swift Romphia warriors and profit from them with unique technologies that generate gold from combat. A variety of bonuses and technologies turn Thracian skirmishers from neglected trash units to deadly fighters. The Puru. Unleash the elephants. The Puru, a powerful Punjab people, call upon these extraordinary beasts to flatten their foes. Build an army that combines the brute force with precise ranged support with archers that wield devastating bamboo longbows. Here we are. At its core, Chronicles remains a series dedicated to narrative and historical immersion, primarily with a single-player focus. To build upon this goal and to continue exploring additional possibilities, the Macedonians, Thracians, and Puru civilizations introduced with Chronicles will not be available in ranked gameplay. So this is, again, like the first Chronicles, we're getting 6 civilizations here that don't really impact the multiplayer game. And I guess, I'm looking forward to this. I'm sure I'll enjoy the campaign like I did with the first Chronicles. But what I think is interesting, and I alluded to earlier, so they cut a ton of staff at Capture Age, which indicated that Chronicles didn't sell as well as it needed to. Because, I mean, again, these DLCs are probably quite expensive to make. So what exactly is different about this DLC that would make it more appealing, I guess? I can't see anything. It just looks like the next version of Chronicles, which is fine for what it is. I mean, people enjoyed Chronicles, but from the business perspective, it's a little bit confusing to me. Also, is this the last Chronicles? At the end of the first Chronicles, it alluded to at the very end that, okay, you're going to be doing Alexander the Great next, and that's obviously what this one is all about. So we'll have to see. Definitely let me know in the comments what you think of Chronicles here. Are you looking forward to it? Do you not care about it because it doesn't include regular multiplayer scenarios? Do you expect them to add maybe a Chronicles only ladder, but who would even play that if you still have the regular ladder? I don't know. I do not know. But that's going to be coming in less than a month, guys. Of course, I'll do plenty of content on it for when that happens. But thank you guys so much for watching, and see you next time.